He had always believed that some things in life were unchangeable. The sun rising each morning, the sound of birds echoing through the open window, and most of all, her smile. But that morning, none of those constants remained. The sky was gray. The silence in the room was unbearable. And her smile? It had disappeared forever. Elena had passed away just 2 weeks ago. Her illness was sudden and cruel. No time for last words, no proper goodbye. He had buried not only the love of his life, but also all the conversations they never had. All the dreams they didn't get to finish. On a rainy afternoon, while cleaning out her study, he found it. A simple envelope hidden behind old travel books. His name was written in her delicate handwriting. But there was something strange. The rest of the letter was written in a language he didn't recognize. It wasn't Spanish, French, or even Italian. It looked almost ancient. Confused and intrigued, he stared at the words for hours. Each symbol felt familiar and foreign at the same time. Why would she write a message to him in a language he couldn't read? Why hide it? Why now? And from that night on, Leo was never the same again. The streets weren't just streets to him anymore, they were memories of laughter and echoes of dreams he once had. He would pass by the bakery on 5th Avenue where he and Maya once shared their first pastry together. She loved the cherry tart, and he always ordered the same just to see her smile. Now he walks past the place without entering, afraid the taste would bring back too much. He began to write again. Not because he had a story to tell, but because he needed to speak to her somehow. Every word on the page felt like a letter she would never read. A way to hold on to her, even if only in ink. He called the story The One Who Stayed. But as weeks passed, Leo realized something painful. He was not the only one grieving. Her family, her friends, even the city itself, they were all quietly mourning her absence. And in their silence, he saw pieces of her in everyone. A girl on the subway reading poetry aloud. A barista with the same laugh. A street painter capturing the same sunsets Maya used to chase. It made Leo feel a strange kind of comfort. As if the world refused to let go of her completely. She was gone, yes, but never really gone. One rainy evening, Leo sat on a park bench, watching drops fall through the light. He opened his notebook and asked himself a question he had avoided for so long. What if she had stayed? Would they have gotten married? Adopted a dog? Traveled the world together? Or would life have taken a different turn, slowly fading into routine like so many others? But in his heart, he knew they would have kept choosing each other every single day. Because what they had wasn't perfect, it was real. The next chapter in his journal read like a conversation. He started writing to Maya as if she were sitting right there. I miss you every day. I laugh less now, but I'm trying. I walk slower because I keep looking back. But I still love the sky, just like you taught me. These letters became a ritual. Every Sunday at sunset, he would sit by the riverside and write. It became his way of healing. Not forgetting, but honoring. Not moving on, but moving forward. Then something unexpected happened. One of his stories, the one titled "The One Who Stayed," got published online. People read it. They cried. They shared their own stories of loss, of love that ended too soon. And for the first time, Leo realized he wasn't alone. Grief connected them. A silent community of hearts that had been broken and were still beating. And through their words, he found purpose again. His pain became a bridge. His writing a light. Years passed. Leo grew older. The memories softened. Not erased, but gentler. He could now smile when thinking of Maya. Sometimes even laugh at old jokes they used to share. He never replaced her, no one could. But he learned to open his heart again. To new people. New friendships. New love in a different form. One morning, standing in a bookstore, he saw a young woman pick up his book. She looked up and smiled. "Did you really live this story?" she asked. Leo hesitated, and then replied, "Yes, but I survived it too." They talked for a while. Not about Maya, not about grief, but about stories. About healing. About hope. And that Leo realized was the true ending of the story. Not heartbreak, but connection. And maybe that's what Maya would have wanted. For him to keep living. Keep dreaming. Keep writing. Her last message had read, "Don't forget to see the sky for me." And now, every sunset, Leo looks up and whispers, "I see it, love. I see it for both of us." This isn't just a story about loss. It's about choosing to remember, choosing to live, even when it hurts, even when it feels impossible. Because some people leave us too early, but their light never does. Before we begin, if you enjoy dark original stories that make you question reality, don't forget to subscribe to Voxmundo. Hit the like button, share this video with someone who loves mysteries. And leave a comment telling us what you think really happened in this story. Now, let's begin our journey into the shadows.